Hello and welcome back to Reddit Insanity number 23. Uh, we have a couple of funny ones for you today. The first one is by Sweater Stripey 83. This person puts, I can't actually believe this conversation just happened. The sheer entitlement and ridiculousness of it made me laugh but also left me speechless. I ordered a mug from Amazon as a gift for my best mate. The mug had the word cunt on it, with the C as the handle.
Oh.
Cute mug, would recommend. Anyway.
That only works if you're holding it with your left hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. There is a house on the street next to mine that has a very similar address to mine, and I will often get their post and they sometimes get mine. For example, my address would be something like number 6 random street and theirs is number 6 random side street.
What the fuck? He's just making a random word? Okay.
Yeah. It's annoying as they are different, plus or minus one word, but the names of myself and that family are so wildly different that you would think the postman or any delivery driver might have gotten used to it by now, but I digress. I had the notification from Amazon to say my mug had been delivered and in the safe place.
Yay.
I go to check and it isn't, so I go around to the similar address to see if it was indeed there and got no answer. I decided that I will try again later and or they will bring it over before I contact Amazon. A few days pass and they don't bring my parcel around, so I get Amazon to replace it. But then half an hour ago, there was a knock at my door. I open the door to the father of the family at a similar address holding my Amazon parcel that's been opened, and he quite literally throws it at me. Before I can form the words, he says, "My 11-year-old child opened that. Don't you ever order something so disgusting again. How dare you?"
Yeah, but bitch, it's my fucking house.
And started to storm off. I register what the hell he just said, and I shout to him, "Wait, what the? No one should be opening my post anyway. It's a criminal offense. How dare you have the cheek to come over to my house and berate me for opening my post?" He just waved his hand as he dismissively and carried on walking. I just stood there for a good minute trying to figure out if that actually happened. Well, it did, and now I have 2 cunt mugs. I'm so tempted to leave one on his doorstep with a note saying, "You can keep it, mate. It's definitely been made for you."
I would too. Fuck that motherfucker. Be opening my fucking mail.
And then complain what it says. Do you know...
Don't give a shit what it is. If you open my mail, don't you fucking throw it back at me.
I knew a dude that worked at Amazon, and he said, "Do you know how many dildos we ship out every day?"
Imagine it's quite a fair number. I once bought a cock mug. It was a literal mug, completely shaped like a cock and balls. So the base, the cup is the big old balls with like hair drawn on them. Then the handle is just a floppy dick coming all the way to touch the bottom of your ball sack. Get a little kiss at the bottom. And I tried to give it to one of my friends, and she didn't want it because she was married and she had kids. Like, what if my kids see it? Somebody will tell them it's a dick. What do you mean? I'm just being like, what's the word? Idiot. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm being consciously careless, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, don't have a dick cup around kids, but I'm being that person like you. Like, what's the problem? I'm pretending like I don't understand. You know, yeah. I understand. I'm just pretending I don't. So then I gave it to my lesbian friend, and she loved it.
See, that's the perfect gift though, because they don't like them anyway. So.
Well, for some reason, any like memorabilia or any paraphilia, what is it, paraphernalia?
Yeah.
That's like any cock shape, they'll take it all. And she just drank it from her mom, and her mom's like, "What the hell's that?" Like, "It's my dick cup." I gotta buy another one just to have another one.
All right, next one is by Seaworthy Zebra 5124.
I gotta take a shit. Yep. You were saying?
We'll cut it off.
You don't have to.
No, I mean we'll cut it.
You don't have to. Yes, people, I might have to take a shit at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. We can quit recording.
No, I can wait. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. I'm just.
I don't want it turtling.
Hey man, if it gets too serious, they'll know.
Just knock the table over.
Mute that shit.
All right. This person puts background first.
Uh-huh.
I teach Kenpo karate as a second degree black belt.
Kenpo?
Kenpo.
Kenpo? Kenpo. Is that like the samurai martial art? With like the wooden sticks?
That's kendo.
Okay. Kenpo.
It's just a certain
heard of it.
style of karate, I guess. I also have an assistant, Kiera, a first degree black belt in her own right.
What's her real name? Is Kiara doesn't sound like the person's real name?
I don't own the gym, my instructor does. But since he's gotten older, me and Kiera handle the younger classes while he handles the business side of things, plus the adult class. We have 3 classes. Kids, age 5 to 10. Intermediate.
Put me in that class. I'll be a black belt in no time.
Intermediate, 11 to 15.
Put me in that class too.
I don't know. There's some big 15-year-old.
Yeah, fucking 6'4", 290 pounds playing junior varsity football. I'm like, God damn.
And then adult class, ages 16 and up. So...
Wait, they sure just like it went from 15 to and 16 is okay to deal with a fucking full grown adult.
Yeah, because there's some big 16-year-olds.
Like 6'5", 291 pounds.
Have you seen some of those high school football players?
Yeah, I have. Like a freight train.
Big as Debo and shit.
Ohio State. They always have to say their name and then whenever.
Well, a lot of them were like
CSU.
It's hard for them to even remember what college they went to.
College 1, 2, 3.
And half the time it's like, yep, there's nothing else you can do in life. This is all you can do.
You were born for football, sir.
But I'll both tackle them, right, coach?
College was a real strange time. They had me running and stopping from Forrest Gump. I was always running and stopping.
I can't remember who said the joke, but the funniest joke I've ever heard about football was whenever they said, imagine if it was a gay guy on the opposite side of you. He said that'd be the perfect person to have as a teammate because whenever they go tackle somebody, they're going to go tackle them with love in their heart. And they're going to come after you.
Speaking about football, did you see that absolute murder of OU did? The fucking how are they not in jail for the fucking war crimes they committed? 73-0. What the fuck happened? What the fuck did that opposite coach do to them? What happened? All my cousin kept telling me all day yesterday was like, well, they're up 50-4 now. And I'm like, what is going on?
It's like the mercy rule.
Is someone playing basketball? They didn't tell him? What? The fucking the coach of the opposing team took a knee in tears. And then one of the players said, it's okay, coach. I wouldn't want to work. I wouldn't want to play for that coach anymore.
No.
Just got fucking pissed on his face.
They couldn't even make a field goal.
What happened? What was OU trying to prove? That they're back?
Maybe.
By wrecking some random team?
But see, the funny thing though is if they get too cocky about beating a team that's not really all that great to begin with,
yeah,
and then they go up against anybody else in the Big 12 right now, and they go in there with the cocky attitude, they're gonna get the shit beat out of them. I mean, look what Colorado did to TCU. Destroyed them.
Damn.
Colorado wasn't always the greatest team.
What division are they in now?
They're still in the Big 12 right now.
Oh, they are?
Next year they'll be in the SEC.
Okay. Gotta get them Gators back. Did we win the 2005 national championship or not? Wasn't it the Gators versus OU?
I believe so. I think the Gators won that year.
Goddamn Gators.
Yeah. So now OU has a fuck ton of championships already.
Yeah.
No issues. They're still trying.
Here's the thing about having championships, right? There's always space for more.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. People say they'd be like, do you really want to win all the time?
Yes.
And I'm like, no, because I don't want to lose. I follow Ricky Bobby's philosophy. If you ain't first, you're last. all this humble, like, you got to be Michael Jordan. Get them 6 fucking rings.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody else.
Did you see him destroy that other dude? It's from a few years ago, but like they tried to play 1-on-1 with Michael Jordan because they thought they were better than him.
Still?
Oh my god!
He's still that good? Damn.
Against that dude, yes.
Imagine him in his prime then.
Yeah, because this dude was talking a bunch of shit. And he's like, okay, 1-on-1.
Well,
Like, well, you done fucked up.
it'd be like if I was like, man, I could fuck Mike Tyson. I could take him on 1-on-1.
And then pop,
Today, he'd still beat my ass.
and then lisp about it.
Be fucking rip one of my ears off.
Yes, exactly.
Even like if he was like on his deathbed, he'd probably still beat my ass.
Did you know they have a e-bike called My Bike Tyson?
My Mike Tyson.
The company's name is My Bike, but then they have a model called Tyson.
Very clever marketing.
Yeah.
I bet you Mike Tyson found it and beat the hell out of the guy.
What did you put on the ad?
What the fuck did you say? Boom. I don't think he's ever kicked a day in his life. He just fucking punched everything.
Yeah.
Just boom. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, you just like they lost their fucking minds. I've never seen a grown man cry that much. He was just like sobbing. And then like the other coach on the OU's team's like, man, I should go for that 80.
Do you know they've done that before?
What?
81-0
81?
or 80 whatever nothing.
What they do? Man.
Yeah, they've won by even more. They've reached the 100 digits. So
And 0? Or did the other team at least get something?
it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure there's been like 100-0.
Man.
When OU plays like the way that you would expect them to,
If they would fucking actually beat somebody that was mattered,
yes.
instead of just ruin some man, that man's getting fired for sure. His wife's gonna leave him. His kid's like, get the fuck off. You can't even beat OU. Like he tries to grab his son, like, son, I'm talking to you. Like, get the fuck off me.
What's funny though is that OU had that blowout of Arkansas State, I believe is who it was.
Yeah, it was.
And OSU,
Or either Arizona or Arkansas State. One of those.
or it might have been
I
Arizona.
don't know. I know, but it wasn't the main team. That was for sure.
And the funny thing is that OSU was playing the other team. That's,
The good team?
No, that's playing like it's another crappy team too.
Oh,
But they barely won.
hey man,
They had to work for their shit.
the New York Giants barely lost to the Patriots.
But they still lost.
No, I'm talking about like the game before the game. The game before the game, they barely lost to the Patriots.
So what you're saying is that next time if OSU plays them, they're going to lose?
I'm saying like even if they won by a small margin, like like it's not. It's never like you can predict this team or that team will beat that team because this team beat that team. You know what I mean?
No.
So like they may have lost by that much today.
That's why I'm saying OU does not need to get cocky.
Yeah, they do. They're OU.
That's OU.
Boomer sooner.
I just know how the last few years have been. So
Well, we'll find out, I guess. I'm not even that big of a sports guy, but man, I do love me some drama.
when you see those numbers, it's like,
When I saw that man broken on the other side of that fucking field, I was like, that's a man that William Shakespeare could write a play about.
the tragedy.
Yeah, the tragedy of Arkansas State. With a heavy hand, a lead knee, he fell down. Defeat clearly in sight. A man that would never be the same again.
Failure just on his shoulders.
His last chance of redemption broken by a team with no mercy. This is the story of Arkansas State coach. I don't even know his name. Yeah, whatever the fuck his name is.
The nameless coach.
He was a man before this game, but after that, who knows?
That's how they write those documentaries.
A simple phantom in the wind. No home to call his own. Okay, moving on.
All right, so again, there was 3 classes.
Oh yeah, my karate. What the fuck?
So this person puts, so kids class had just ended.
Put me in that one.
when a woman walks in with her son. She says he's a 13-year-old and he wants to take karate lessons. So I shake hands with her and have her sit down while I instruct her to fill out the waivers and get him his GI measurements.
A waiver?
Or gi.
So if we break the kid's face, it's not on us.
Yeah. Other students file in for the intermediate class, and me and Kiara get down to business. The way he puts it.
Yeah, well,
We get down to business.
We got no business.
I take the bulk of the class, around 15 kids, while Kiara goes with the new student one-on-one to teach him basic strikes and stances. Not 5 minutes later, I hear Kiara upset, telling the new kid to do 10 push-ups. Why? He called Kiara, who essentially a volunteer, a fucking bitch.
Damn, boy's got some balls on him.
Karen, is what we're going to be calling the mother, stands up and says her son can't do push-ups, as she doesn't want her son to be sore.
If he can't do bush, he can't do karate.
Kiara lets him do the push-ups on his knees, but not 5 minutes later, she makes him do 20 more since he's called her now a slut. For reference, Kiara is in her early 20s, and the boy is 13. Not to mention, there's other parents and kids here as well. It's wholly inappropriate. So I walk over and ask Kiara to switch with me. As she does, she gives me the bug eyes and mouths, "What the fuck?" So I walk over and ask the boy why he insulted my assistant Kiara. He said he doesn't like girls. When I asked him what he meant, he said he only listens to his dad and other boys.
Or his mom.
Apparently, he probably tells her off too. He won't listen to me at all. He needs some discipline, the mother confirms to me, chuckling, as if raising a monster is something to laugh about.
No kidding.
When I do get a black belt, when do I get a black belt like you? The boy asks me. Mind you, he's been punching the air the entire time. This boy is aggressively hyper. Well, it takes quite a while. I've been training since I was 5 and earned my black belt whenever I was 21, so it took me a while. He says, "No, I don't want to wait that long. I want mine now," he says, his chubby face now red and sweaty from shadow boxing.
So I tell him, then fight me.
The mother motions me over and whispers in my ear, "Do you think you can just give him one just to make him happy?"
I'll give him one all right when I take this one off and beat the hell out of him with it.
He says, "No, sorry, he has to earn one. We aren't a belt factory."
It's a good line.
Well, he never gets told no.
Well, you better learn before he becomes a rapist.
He puts, "I'm sorry, but that's not how we do things here. I have money. I can pay you extra." He says, "No, sorry. We only give belts when they're earned."
Hold on. How much we talking here? Like a few thousand?
After several minutes of arguing the conversation that leads to nowhere, Karen snaps at me. "I paid you to give my son a black belt." She stands up and points a finger in my face. It was so sudden that I reflexively took a step back. "Hey, chill out, lady," some of the other parents chimed in. Before I can reply to Karen, the sound of I hear a loud commotion behind me. I hear more parents and students shouting. I turn. I see a new boy smacking and hitting a girl in the class. Kiara is shouting, "Hey, stop." However, this girl that new boy is hitting is a purple belt and a little badass of her own. So you can kind of see where this is going already. I think the kid's going to learn something finally. I can't actually believe this conversation just happened. Oh, hang on, sorry. I messed that one up, didn't I?
Well, that's another conversation, huh?
Yeah, it's a different one. She loads a front kick and hits the brat boy near center mass, right in his flabby stomach. He
Oof.
shouts and doubles over, crying in tears. I was so freaking proud of her. "Hey, that little bitch hurt my son." Karen runs past me onto the mat and gets in the face of the 14-year-old girl her son just attacked.
Probably kicks her too.
The girl is already scared and starts to cry, but Karen ups the ante and shoves this girl in the chest with her hand. Kiara gets between them and is red-faced enraged. I immediately rush over and try to defuse the situation, but neither of them are having it. Parents stand up and start shouting. "Keep your hands off my daughter," the girl's father, who was with the other parents, yells at Karen. He starts approaching aggressively, but backs off when he realizes me and Kiara, both black belts, are by her. Now, you should know something about Kiara. She's under 5 foot, less than 110 pounds, soaking wet, but she can still kick my ass up and down the mat on any given day.
I hate that fucking soaking wet.
Line.
It's fucking overdone to death.
It is. She's fast, accurate, and insanely flexible. She can control her body and perform techniques that I simply can't.
Just tell us you fucked her, bro. Jesus.
Exactly. She's flexible. She can
flexible as fuck.
So Kiera and Karen get into a shouting match with each other. I tell Karen to leave with your kid and don't come back. Don't you ever lay a hand on any of my students. Do you understand? I raised my voice and was genuinely pissed off. Fuck you. My son needs a black belt and you won't give him one, she screams at me. Your son is crazy. He attacked our students, Kiera interjects. But this set Karen off as she reaches and tries to bitch slap Kiera in the face. Big mistake.
Cat fight.
Having had enough, Kiera parries the smack and fires an absolute vicious kick right into the meat of Karen's inner thigh with nothing held back. The slap sound of Kiera's shin bone decimated Karen's thigh echoed off the ceiling like a slab of meat getting thrown to the floor.
Shit must have hurt.
It was glorious. Karen gasped as she fell onto the mat in a heap. Oh my God. She held her leg as Brat Boy got up and rushed at Kara. And I got in front of her and grabbed the boy's wildly swinging arms. He hit me a few times, but I refused to hit children whatsoever.
Fuck all that, man. Hit him in the face.
I let him tire himself out. One of the parents called the police. After interviewing everyone involved, they determined that Kiera and myself acted in self-defense. Neither of us wanted to pursue assault charges against Karen, but the parents of the girl Karen shoved rightly felt differently about it. So, Karen was hauled away in handcuffs. Karen said she'd sue me and Kiera in civil court. But since we have legal waivers, there's nothing that's going to come of that. As for the boy, I honestly feel bad. His childhood has been robbed by piss-poor parenting, and I wish I could have had more time to straighten him out. I have a particular dislike for his views on women, and I feel like I really could have helped turn him around. Maybe, maybe not. So yeah, that was my experience tonight. Hopefully you all reading this more than I did going through it. Hopefully you enjoy it more.
Jesus.
It's like, well,
that's how you make shit people in the world. And then once they become adults, you can't tell them anything, so it's impossible.
Yeah.
So either make them good as kids, or they're going to be terrible as adults.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yes. Next one is by Cyclo Scott. This person puts, the usual BS with an entitled Karen. A couple of houses on the street are having renovation work done, so street parking is tighter than usual. Our driveway is very visible. Prominent curb cut, brick pavers that start at the sidewalk. You really can't miss it. I come home from running a couple of errands, and a Subaru is parked across our entire, and I mean entire, driveway.
It's always a Subaru.
Yeah, it is. It's a stereotype for a reason.
Yeah. But they don't come out of nowhere.
And no. They could have centered their car any they couldn't have centered their car any better if they tried. So I grab another spot and schlep my shit into the house. A couple minutes later, I see a couple leaving the rental across the street and getting into the car. They're not renters there. Maybe they're just visiting. I'm not a complete asshat, and I like the neighbors to live there. So I step onto the porch, get their attention in a very nice tone of voice, give them the, hey folks, just a heads up if you're back. You're parked in my driveway. The dude looks up, sees they were clearly in the wrong, and says, oh, sorry, man, didn't even notice, my bad. Which, meh, it's, if that's how poorly you pay attention.
The title said everything. And then when the guy said it was all chill, and I can already tell. The girl's like, what the fuck do you mean you're parking?
You probably shouldn't even be driving, but I'll let it slide. Karen, on the other hand.
Yep, here we go.
Don't worry about it. We're not parking here. Yeah, you dumb shit. You are parked there. But I'm still being at least a little nice. Well, whether you're staying or not, you're still blocking my driveway. The Karen. It's not a big deal. You don't have to be a dick about it. So he puts, if I wanted to be a dick, you'd know. The Karen, well, we're not parking here, so you don't have to be anything you don't have anything to bitch about. This dude, done being nice. Do you see that silver car right there? I had to park there because you were already blocking my fucking driveway. So once again, you are currently fucking parked here. The dude apologizes again, tells Karen to shut the fuck up, and just gets in the car. We share a little nod and away we go. I'm kind of hoping that they have to visit more so I can just have her car towed next time.
God dang it. What is it with mild-mannered dudes dating a Karen?
I don't know.
And then the carrot gets him into shit he doesn't want to be into.
They're the ones that get dudes into fights. They don't need to be in fights.
Like, I got shot because of you, not
Yeah.
because of me.
Bitch. It's like, okay, the dude says, sorry, dude, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
like, my
cool.
bad, bro.
If it's one time, it's like, okay, cool, whatever. What the fuck are you talking
The
about?
hell do you mean your parking space? You can't own a park. Some random bullshit she comes up with in her head. The law clearly states in fucking draft D, paragraph 9, C.
Ratified in 1869.
Like, bitch, you're not a lawyer. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I hate those kind of people. They really do start way too many fights that don't need to even happen. At least that's usually the way it goes.
They could hit you with their car and be like, what the fuck are you doing walking on the sidewalk?
Yep.
Like, what do you mean, bitch? It's a fucking sidewalk.
Next one is by Sarcastic Troll. This person puts,
So he's a troll or he's not a troll?
he's a sarcastic troll.
Right, so he's not really honest. He's like just... So he's like not really a troll. Like, I'm sarcastically a troll.
Right.
Or is he actually a troll?
Don't know. It's a name to just throw you off.
Maybe. Maybe I don't know what sarcastic means then. I thought it was just being like, you're being honest, but in like a condescending way.
I think that it might be a person that's a troll, but they're sarcastic about everything.
So they're just sarcastic.
Yeah. But where they troll people on the internet by putting sarcastic remarks.
So then they're not a troll. They just want to watch the world burn.
Pretty much, yeah. Anarchist.
I'm real confused.
Those
It'd be like wait, because you can't. That doesn't work in the context of a fucking internet comment. Great job. You know, like if I said great, you know, if I'm like if I said great job in that tone, you're like, it's got hard.
they're going to think that they did a good job.
No, like great job. You're the best that's ever done it. No one on this fucking planet could do it as good as you, because that's how fucking good you are at the shit that you do. That's sarcastic. But if I say that in a text form, it sounds like I'm being honest.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, aren't you just the smartest person that's ever walked the face of this goddamn earth?
And when you get somebody that's narcissistic enough to not doubt themselves, of course, it's like, oh, I am. I know I am.
Well,
I'm perfect.
Look at this gorgeous. I don't know. Like, sarcasm doesn't work in the form of text.
Twitter or any of
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't
No.
work that way.
No. Now, if you had a video responding with that,
Yeah, if it was a fucking like a verbal comment.
that would be funny, though. This person puts, a few days ago, I was at an office building and I went to use their elevator. I was going down. A woman was waiting already, and the elevator came down. When the elevator came down, we both got in. She pressed a floor higher up, and I pressed the floor going down.
Uh-oh.
As I did, I told her, just so you know, this is going down. And she puts, well, I pressed the button first. Yeah. Yes. She yelled at me.
Why did you open your fucking mouth, bro? I'm assuming it's a guy. Why did you just shut the fuck up? In fact, you shouldn't even got on the elevator with her alone. You should have just walked down the stairs.
Yes, she yelled at me. I said nothing and stood in the back. The elevator closed. Lo and behold, it went down, just like I told her it was going to do. She cussed under her breath. That was leaving. She said, I hope you're happy. Like I made the elevator or something.
Or maybe you can be sarcastic in text, because I can tell you, I hope you're happy. That's pretty sarcastic sounding in any tone.
People are weird.
Maybe he knows what he's doing, sarcastic troll.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
They're better at it than what you thought.
Hey, man, I always admit when someone does something, good job. At least honestly. Good job. Good job.
Next one is by Classic Act. This person puts, received a particular message this morning from the previous owner of my home. They want to know if they can come take the hydrangea bushes from the backyard and front of the house, as they have sentimental value.
No, it's out of my house.
We're
Stay off my fucking property. Why did they just take it when they first there?
that would make more sense to me.
That just makes it awkward as fuck.
Yes. We're talking at least half a dozen bushes, the kind that grow like trees.
Good God.
They're massive, and they are part of the charm of our little cottage, and frankly, I don't want to see them go. I feel that I bought the property, landscaping included. We lived here for 2 years, and this is the first time we've heard of the sentimental value attached to these plants. I'd be willing to offer a cutting from one of the plants, but I'm afraid if I ever gave an inch, they'll take a mile. It just rubbed me the wrong way that they felt that they could ask for my damn landscaping.
I feel like 15 years later, the previous owners, hey, can we have those fucking?
Can we have that tree?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about?
I want the whole tree.
Like 15 years later, they want a tree that they planted fucking years ago.
It's fucking stupid. I've never heard somebody doing that even. Like,
yeah, that's like something that doesn't have like. There's no like that doesn't make any common sense.
that's how you can tell that one wasn't made up, because it's so stupid that it's like
Someone comes into my fucking like they come in, they knock them out, or like they leave me a letter, or like they contact me somehow through the real estate agent or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, they were asking if they could take the tile out of the bathroom that they put down.
It's sentimental.
Well, let me take that towel out. What the fuck are you talking about? Take that towel out of the bathroom. I had this house for 6 years, and now they want the towel out of the bathroom for what?
Yeah, that's kind of the way. Landscaping is part of the house.
Yeah, like you left it there for the house.
So stupid. Next one's by Rootless Cosmo. Since they added 3 S's.
Rue.
Ruthless.
Or the ruthless.
Ruthless. It's ruthless. With a lisp.
You do this on some woman's on that spot. She'd be like,
But all the people that can't roll their tongues.
well, you guys gotta be bored Mexican.
Or grow up around enough of them that you can do it. That's the other thing. If you grow up in a neighborhood that's 98% Mexican, you can do it.
Hey, Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. Yep. Where they add that rolling R to every fucking thing. He puts, or she, whichever one it is. Until about an hour ago, I had an employee from hell on my team. This woman couldn't show up on time in appropriate clothing to save her life. Generally,
Unless she was ass naked, what's it matter? Unless it's like a uniform type of thing.
No,
as long as she's dressed and there's no titties or ass or vagina sticking out.
well, in this day and age, you never know.
There've been women that come into the dollar store and they have she was wearing a bra on the outside.
Yeah.
And like her shirt, like I'm like, okay, I guess that's normal. Or they've been wearing those like weird like shorts that look like boxer briefs. They wear them like
But they're like yoga workout ones, yeah.
and I'm like, am I looking at a woman in her underwear or
Right.
Am
And
I
then
having-
when they get it flesh colored,
no? It's mostly black, but that would be weird.
yeah, I've seen that too.
But I mean, like, so that as long as she's dressed, let's see how bad it is.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll Generally, had a bad attitude, half-assed every task, and would not shut up about her personal life. We've basically been waiting for her to do something egregious enough to merit a third write-up in 6 months, which means in almost an automatic termination. So today, she shows up late again, and I was already in the middle of gleefully writing her up. He's already...
Like he had it pre-made.
Instead of apologizing or at least getting to work right away, this idiot starts babbling about how she's so hungover and trying to tell everyone that about her weekend exploits.
Had that cocaine in my system.
But nobody paid attention to her except my assistant, who rolled his eyes, sighed heavily, and turned away. I had to take a call at this point, so I didn't see what happened next, but a few minutes after I hung up with the head of HR, came into my office with a goofy smile on his face and closed the door. Apparently, hungover Hannah, and sorry I couldn't help myself. He had,
Is that a real name?
yeah.
I don't know if that's appropriate, but okay.
Well, he didn't put a last name, he just put you don't know where this person works. They know where they work.
I'm a detective.
And he called her hungover Hannah.
I'll find out.
Was insulted by our disinterest in her sad little life and marched into his office to claim that we were creating a hostile work environment by disrespecting her. He fired her dumb ass on the spot. I didn't even have to divide up her tasks among the staff because they were so happy to see her go that they did it themselves before I had a chance. Good fucking riddance. To hungover Hannah.
Hungover Hannah.
All right, and last one we have is by Quantity According 750.
Oh boy, the mouthful.
Yeah. This person puts, this happened like 5 years ago, but I still think about it probably once a week.
I have moments like that, like, God, what was that thing that I witnessed with my eyes? If I hadn't written it down in my journal, I wouldn't believe it.
They put, I was walking into Target, about to head in through the double-sized motion-activated doors. A guy in his 50s, maybe, was walking out first. He did that weird little scamper people do sometimes to hold the door open for people, and said, "Don't worry, I got it for you."
What do you mean, little scamper? Like he runs up to the door and grabs it open. Scamper.
And placed his hand against the door to hold it open. I went in without saying anything.
Oh, now I know what he means. A scam. Yeah, like that little, like, let me get there first to help you. All that chivalrous thing.
Yeah. Like, it was a huge opening. We didn't need to get out of each other's way, and he yells, "Wow, so ungrateful. A thank you would have been nice."
Oh, he's so nice about it.
It's a motion-activated door. He didn't do anything. I still can't wrap my head around it. Sorry if this is the wrong sub for this. I saw a similar post and it inspired me to post this.
Wait, so the door opened automatically?
Yeah.
He
thought by opening it up for her, or I'm assuming it's a her, she'd be happy about that and thank him.
Yeah, what do you expect? Like, oh, let me drop down to my knees and just blow you. What the fuck does he want?
An automatic door, it opens on its own.
If I get there like a millisecond before someone else and the door, like, hey, go ahead. But if like I run up ahead of her
And do a scamper.
It's like, oh, excuse me, ma'am. I had the door open for you. Can I at least get some titty? Hey, I want to see your titties at least. That's his mentality. That's his guy mentality.
That sounds like a crazy homeless person.
It just sounds like a dude that's an idiot.
In so many ways.
Like, ma'am, I held the door open for you. What the fuck? I'm like, you didn't have to say anything. I'm like, whatever.
That's the dumbest thing. I guess if that did happen to me, I would think about that at least once a week. Like,
yeah, I'm like,
God, he's fucking retarded.
What the fuck was that about? I don't know. People are crazy.
Just say stupid. We know that they're stupid. It's okay. But that's all I got on Reddit today. Anything else to add?
I think I do have to take a shit.
Talk to you guys
Yeah,
later.
there it is.
I'll see you
That
guys later.
cheeseburger got me.